Well, good afternoon, everybody. As you can see behind me, I got this painting going on. I've been working on this painting for, as you guys see, the whole thing. I've been painting for about a month now. Um, I'm still new to painting myself. I started this year, but I kind of like it. It's really fun, very hard if you're first time. I mean, to get things perfect and knowing that it's different with colored pencils and from going from black to white portraits and sketches and stuff like that. I um I really enjoy it. Um, I just kind of like right now. I really like the trees the way they came out. Um, the cars, it's a car, a lowrider bomb, and it's a lowrider truck. They're still gotta be worked on, but I do have the main perspective of the picture that I want, and I just gotta add the little shadings, the dark shadings of the way the car and the truck, how the how the fenders go, and color some more colors in. I'm praying that I get done with this by the half of this month. Um, got the background to do some of the background. I gotta blend in everything, make sure it's all nice and neat. But overall, man, this is what I got so far. And like I said, I'm not an expert at doing this yet. I just started, so you can bear with me on this and take it easy on the art that I do so far right now. But we all learn to get perfect, right? Practice and everything else makes perfect. So right now, I'm looking at my laptop right now. As you can see, you can see this is supposed to be white. I have a glare from the window, so it's kind of hard to so that might be better. You can see it now. Back to where we were at. Right here in the truck, this is supposed to be the grill of the lowrider bomb, and I'm still working on this. Right now, this is killing me very badly because of the photo that I have. Um, I have it on my phone, and I'm looking at it through my phone, which look for it on the internet again, but it took me a while to find this photo. So, anyways, as you can see, how small this picture is. Really, really as clear as possible. Even if I zoom even if I zoom in, it's still hard to see because of the lack of reflection of the camera. So I'm just going by what I see in the photo, right? And I still got a lot more coloring to do all the way from the front to the tires. Still have this brown shade. The car is there, and the portrait itself is there, but I still have small little minor details to work at. And then you look over here, bring this over here. And in my last video, I showed you guys this photo. So I had a red truck up here. If you guys remember, if you seen the video, I had a red truck, and it was more like a bomb truck, more like an old school Chevy truck. This is a Chevy truck. I don't know the year. That bomb over there was, I believe, when I looked at it, it was a 40s, in the 1940s, the year of that one. this one right here, I didn't see the year of this, but it's a color was it was kind of like a yellow, I think it was, but I decided to go with an orange because I only have so much color that I have working with the paint, but I have the main photo of the truck here, and I kind of know where everything and all the shadows up here. I still got my go. I'm going to be put on my laptop. Anyway, I still got more coloring to put up here, but overall, I have the truck there. Just like, I mean, if you have the picture here and it's not perfect, you can still understand how it can still be easy to get done. Um, I got my grass, my bushes. This is a building. It's supposed to be a store back here. I still got a color to make windows and everything. Like I said, I've been working on this project for a really long time, and I'm kind of satisfied with it the way it's coming out. I have another one of these, which will be coming up soon. I won't finish. I'm not gonna finish this. I'm going to stop once I get the cars done. I'm gonna stop for a while, then I'm gonna move on to the next one, and I'm gonna sketch that out, and I'll make a video of that too. Me sketching it out. It's going to be a Cadillac on the next one, and I do a red Cadillac, man. That's gonna bust my ass on that one. But man, I enjoy doing these, man. It's if you're not started already, I encourage you to get into painting as much as possible because all the practice that's into it, man, I didn't think it was gonna be this hard. I thought it was gonna be a lot more easier than I thought. And yeah, and you know what else is with acrylic paint, man. It is not easy to use with acrylic paint. I I use this is all acrylic paint that I used on it on this whole board. Um, Also, I'm going to show you some other painting that has to do with this. Is what I'm doing this for is for a family member, right? They asked me to do this, so I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart. And this is the biggest project that I have done ever. I have not painted something this big, this much, ever in my life. Besides doing graffiti, I mean, graffiti, as you can see, is a shitload of difference than painting almost realistic pictures. But anyways, um, there's other paintings that go with this theme. It's for a party and or for a birthday. And I was asked kindly. They thought about me, and I was asked to give this a shot and paint it for them. Um, I'm not I'm not a professional painter yet. Anyways, I pray to God that I do get up there up to that level to where I can do just about anything at a snap of a second. But right now it is taking a little time. Learning as I go kind of. And that's also a good thing to do. I encourage you guys to look up other videos that have to do with blending colors and how to blend them all in together. I did that before I even started painting something this big, or even started painting naturally, to get the understanding of the of the blendage of the colors and how to do so, and how each different paint, like oil paint, is completely different from this. I have not used oil paint before, but I've seen it done on the video, and I'm doing it with acrylic paint. I can see the completely difference from using it, and not even the difference, but even the photo itself is different. Like the paint, it's, it looks more portrait than acrylic does. Acrylic, it could it could look more portraitive, but it's not, you have to get that mush into it and like squish into it in order to get that, for me anyways, to get that realistic feeling that it's that's an actual picture, you know. But I mean, acrylic does a job. You have to use water, of course, with this in order to thin it out. Again, if you use acrylic and paint it, one, don't expect to get your brush and to dip. Don't expect. I use this. This is just a plastic thing. I mean, I should buy one something else, but I use this. You see all the colors that I use on here, front and back. But don't expect to get your paint, go like this, and have a bundle of paint on here and go from here and expect it to go last all the way over here, or even all the way to the end of the thing. That's not gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen. If you first start off and your first time ever doing painting, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna put your brush here and you're gonna brush and it'll probably last to about right there. And that's it. It ain't going nowhere else unless you keep going about it. And that's only if you use no water. If you use no water, that's what's gonna happen. And you're gonna have a big blob of paint right there. Even if you smear, you'll feel the difference from when you use water and you don't use. Well, water makes it really thin though. So you don't want to add a lot of water. You want to add a little bit of water at a time. And little bit of water, I found out doing this and doing that car over there and all this other painting, it goes a long way. No matter how, just a little, just a couple. I mean, a few drops. At least give about 5 or 6 drops, and you could pour a whole like. See this white, that white and black and green, that's usable right now. That is not dried up. That's actual usable paint. And with that right there, with those paints up there, you can drop about three drops on this green, and then just whip it up all together, and you will have a paint that will last this whole thing right here. This it'll probably last this whole thing right here, and just let you brush away, let you brush away through the whole thing right there. But then again, like I said, if you take this brush and you grab that green, I mean all that green. If you grab all that green right there, and you expect to clear this out, that is not gonna happen. You'll probably go from here to here in one line, and that's it. You're not gonna go nowhere else. But like I said, it's a very challenging job to paint something and to experience. If you're brand new to it, it's fun, it's different, it's wrong, it's fun, it's relaxing sometimes. Sometimes I sit here for hours and hours till like 3 o'clock in the morning just painting, just doing this. I spent about 4 or 5 hours last night and I didn't go to sleep till about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning doing this truck because I wanted this truck to be finished. I didn't. It was kind of painted, but it wasn't like a full coated because of the red. I wanted the red to. It had to be cleared up. And as you can see, the red in there from the other truck is there. But I got majority of this truck painted over and good to go, so that way I could just go back over and add some brightness like yellow and white from the sunlight reflection of the shadow and go about it that way. Um, and that's it, man. As you can see, the trees up there, the clouds. Oh, the clouds are my first time ever doing clouds, and my God, I really like my clouds, man. I mean, it's kind of hard to see. I'm sorry because I bought a camera, but I don't know how to use it, and my memory cards are just they're messing with my head. So right now, I have the clouds up there that I kind of learned. I learned off of YouTube. I did watch a video, and I seen a few of them how to do certain clouds and stuff like that. But I have not ever painted them. And this was a while back when I seen this. And there's a lot of different ways because clouds are not a specific type of shape. They come in all different types of shape. Of course, everybody knows that. So I decided to go with I like the puffy clouds, clouds that come with the puffy, but then again have the back view of like a broad daylight sunlight. So I went with that, and back there, I like them. I like the way they sit back there and the way they make pictures. I could have added a little less of it, but I chose that. This photo is a photo of the city that I live in. Excuse me for my cough. I got a bad arthritis, or not arthritis, a cough congestion in my throat. But I'm gonna add more light. How this is, how it's light green. You can see the tree. How I added a little light green in there. I keep looking at myself. I'm not looking at you guys. I keep adding a little light green. So I'm gonna add some light green down here. Where all the bushes are going, and the street view should stop about right here for the curve. And this is the downward to be the whole street. I got a building over there in the corner, all the way over there. Right there. There's gonna be another building right there that sticks out the picture. Like I think it's supposed to be like a coffee shop or something right there. But it's a photo that I seen, and the photo did not have. You see this here. And that there, the inside where the grass is, where it looks like grass in there, and the two square blocks that come down in a C shape, I added that in there, and I added this part here. So it's supposed to be a little like a bench, like a cement bench. I added that. So I just wanted to give you guys a good review of what it looks like now than what it looked like yesterday in the video. The red truck, like I said, the red truck is gone. I'm not going to do the red truck anymore. I figured this would be lot more easier and simpler. And plus, I wanted an old school ride with a more of a old school. This is an old school truck, but it's not as old as this one. So I wanted it to kind of like even out the photo of it. I didn't want to go too old school in the whole fucking thing. Um, because even on the other cars, they're not that old school. Some of them, one car goes back in the 40s also, maybe even later. I'm not really sure what year it goes. I think it's a lot more earlier year of that one. I'm gonna show you the photo of that. The photo that I'm gonna show you here on the canvas is not yet done neither. I still got a little touch up with the rim on the side and the back, but it is also on the grill. It is about 95% done though. Um, Other than that, let's get to it. All right, guys. Canvases. I got about one, two, three, four canvases. All right. Now, camera down one so you can see it. All right. These canvases are canvases of the photo that um, goes with this. Everything is gonna go with this. One of the canvas. Okay. First off, I'm gonna show you the canvases that is going with the theme of the party. So this is not sure if you can see it very good. A tumble gun. on the internet of what a Tom's gonna look like. And so far, this is what I got painted. And this also is a going with the party. So I'm gonna hang these up. I'm gonna post them up. The background of it, I do have marks. So what I'm going to do is, you know how us graffiti writers, when you do a canvas and you do a name, and the background, you want the background theme, so you want to use spray cans. You have to tape your you do your name first or whatever it is that you do, and you put tape over your name and you cut out the outline of the actual name. And then when you cut it out, everything on the outside just stays there, and the inside of your name is covered. So when you paint it, your name will stay there, and your background will be whatever you make it. Well, that's what I'm gonna do to these. I'm gonna use that thing to paint the background white because I have so many marks. Like as you can see, I got some small marks everywhere that that I don't want there. So I'm gonna have to find a good white that's gonna look white and that's gonna look good on them. Again, that was number one. Number two, another one. I had to do two of these. Two, tongue guns. I tried to make them the same size as possible and the same shape as possible. And you know what? That was really hard because I had to freehand both of them onto the canvas. And it's not easy, folks. It is not easy. I've done, man, this was, these right here were killing me the past, and I worked on these for about a month. I'm not gonna lie, these took about a month just because of the shape that I wanted to get them almost exactly as possible. Um, it's hard, man. I gotta tell you, it takes a lot of time, and I've repainted them about 3 or 4 times because at first I wanted to go with the photo, but then again I was like, well, why make it look just like the photo if it's my painting? And then it was killing me. It was killing a lot of time with me. So I went with the photo. This is what the photo actually looks like of them. They're just laid out on a table, one side view of them, and this is what the views look like of them. And I just throw them onto the canvas. But I made a little minor changes here and there for myself to make it a lot more easier. But then again, I'm going, guys. So I'm going to repaint them both for the background. Repaint them both on white. And show you before that party starts. Show you. I'll make another video of it. Um, two. Thank you. Well, number three anyway. Car. This car right here and the background was one challenge that I have ever done. As you can see, this here, I have to add the rims like this. I have to add it here. These rims are not easy, folks, to do. And then I have to do it back here also. And I have to add a little more to the grill. The grill is a lot more shinier, so I gotta add some more sparkle to the grill, to the front of it, and a little light up here, and color this in black in here, and mainly it'll be done. But this is what I got here. And the reason why I stopped doing this one is because they came to me with this. And when they said how big the boards are gonna be, I was like, oh shit. And I was still doing this, and I was still trying to do it, but it was so overwhelming that that even when I was doing it, that I felt that I didn't know how to do it. Like I didn't know how to draw or anything or paint. And for me to get this far, to feel that way at the end, I was just struggling and struggling. And you can only imagine the pressure and the ability to do it at that point. And I was just like, my God, like, why am I feeling like this? Or like, why is so much pressure on me? Why can't why is my brain functioning like it's never done this before when I did all this already? I can't finish it. So I was just like, my God, man. I was getting frustrated. I gotta tell you, it's frustrating, man. But, and I got the majority of it done. Oh, and the lights gotta be done too. Just gotta still finish up the lights. But now that I've done all this, my mind, I think, is on the ability to be able to do it. Like right now, I feel like I could jump back into this and just finish this shit and get it done exact because I've already done all this. My mind is like its mentality is paint, paint, paint. And if I could do all of it, then why not? Can I finish it, right? This gave me a hard pressure too. But look, I finished them. You know, I was like, oh my God, am I gonna be able to finish them? Finish them. I want you to do a car on this canvas, and I want you to do another car on this canvas. We're gonna get to that one right now. The trees was my first time ever doing trees. I think they came out wonderful. It had like a forest background. Like there's a movie that I like, and it kind of looks like the background of this, like back in the day thing, like back in the day picture and everything. And this is an actual photo of somebody's car. I don't know whose car, but this is an actual photo also that I looked up online, and they didn't. I kept asking them, "What car do you want on here? What car do you want on here?" They gave me no answer, so I went ahead and me, like always, like expand my mind. Like let's go old school thing. I mean, the theme of this party is old school, so why not? And I think I kicked my ass with this photo right now. So anyways, that was photo number three. Also, I have this here. This was a Cadillac. I started here on this Cadillac, right? They wanted another car on here. So he sent me a picture and he said, I want this Cadillac. And I was thinking, because I asked him what would he want on the canvas. He said, this Cadillac. So I started to put this Cadillac on here, started to paint it. Then I said, well, what Cadillac do you want on the big board, on one of these boards? There's two of these, the other one's behind this board. I said, what do you want on the board? And I go, because I have the red Cadillac. And he goes, no, he goes, I want the red Cadillac on the board. So I was like, my God. This, I stopped doing this because this is not supposed to be here. So now I have to figure out another car or a truck to put on here. That's going to be another challenge because not only do I have all this to do, to finish up and to do, but I have an even bigger surprise, guys. I need all the support that I can get. Because without support, you're going to feel like you're just like me in this room. No support, no, no advice to keep going, to saying that you can do do it. You can do this alone in a room painting. And it's not easy and it's not fun, especially if you're a beginner like myself. I'm a beginner, hard. So anyway, the other surprise that I have that is going to flip this around here. Flip this around. See this thing right here? Do you see that? This little stuff, that's right there. Costs about $50. It's not a small campus, folks. This thing is not small. It's big. I'm gonna show you how it show you how tall it is. I'm 5'9", guys. 5'9". This thing is almost 5'9". Sitting on the floor right now. This thing is about 5'6", 5'5". This is not small. How wide it is? It's longer than my arm. I can't even tell. I have the measurement. I'm sure it says measurement on here. Um, yeah, this is a 40-inch by 60-inch. And they want me to do on that one too. Is I got to do a portrait. Yep. I have to do a full custom portrait of a full-size person. Not gonna be easy, folks. So I'm not saying that I can't do it, but I'm just kind of scared. I'm really, really scared that I'm not gonna get it all done in time. And I already got these boards about 2 months ago, and for this to happen to me, it's not easy, folks. It's not to be in pressure like that. It's not easy, really not easy. And it's really, this video is an emotional video because of the fact that I feel overwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie, I feel really, really overwhelmed in my work, and I'm really scared that I'm not gonna get it done. But I'm trying to keep my confidence. I'm trying to uplift you guys that are new to painting, new to graffiti, and all art itself. No matter how bad you are, no matter how good you are, always, always stay positive. I'm just trying to stay positive as possible, as much as possible, because without me staying positive, and you know what, there are times you're gonna feel drained, where you're gonna feel empty, you're gonna feel like you can't do it, but you can, man. You can actually do it. Look, this truck right here, I couldn't do it. I could not paint this truck last night. I was so tired, so drained. My body just wanted to. Right now, my body just wants to sleep. It does not even want to do this right now. It does not even want to think about any of this right now. But you know what? It's here, and it has to get done. And you know what? I'm gonna do my best to get it done. So I'm just encouraging you guys to stay strong in your art. Always practice, practice, practice. Whatever you do, and you can do it. So right then, I believe that's it for this video. I just wanted to let you guys know how I feel. Sorry, I talked a lot, but I mean, words can encourage you guys out there, anybody who's listening or even watching this video, if it can encourage you guys to keep doing what you're doing and not give up, you know, I just want to be that person to give you that encouragement to keep going because you're not alone out there doing it. I mean, sure, it's easy. It's a lot easier to see your favorite artist, to see your favorite tattoo artist, or your favorite painter, or even a known painter in like France or Paris or China or wherever the hell they're at, you know, and to see them do their work, and you're a really good artist. Say you're a really good artist, like myself. I like to say that I'm a good artist. I have a ton of work to learn and shit, but to see them do it, man, it looks easy. It looks real easy. The way they are, the way they just blend it together like it's nothing, like they're drawing something. And if you know you could draw or you could do stuff like that as good as them, or it'll take you a while, but you'll get it done. You can do it too, man. It just takes time. It takes practice. And man, this cough is really killing me. It takes practice, man. It takes time. But look what you know, I didn't think I could do this, but I'm gonna do my best to get it done. But I got the majority of it done, and I just want to let you guys know that anything is possible if you keep your mind focused on it, and your mind focused on what you want to do, and you just strive, fight yourself, like fight your body to do it, because it's not easy. It's not easy painting, trying to be a full-time painter in life, because you have to set yourself to like the hours, like throughout the day. Like it's easy to be at home and paint and having to do this, but then again, you have so much distraction, so much things. Like you want to go do stuff, you want to go shopping, you want to go play your video games, you want to play outside, you want to just go drive around, you want to go to the movies, you want to do all these things that you could do, or you want to go to your friends, or but you gotta understand that all that time that you're out there doing all this hours, say a movie takes an hour, 2 hours a movie is a movie. 2 hours, that's 2 hours you could have been working instead of sitting down watching a movie. You could have got something done. And that's what I'm trying to teach you guys from my experience. This is my first time, like I said, my first time doing this. And from my experience right now, that's what gets me. I want to go in the living room and I want to sit down. I want to watch a movie. I want to drink a beer. But I got this. I gotta do this. You know. And plus, I paint at home, so it's really hard, man. It's really hard to keep that struggle in you to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep fighting, keep fighting. To have to keep your mind. Your mind has to be there in the zone. If your mind is not there, you're gonna end up like this. Stuff like this. This is what I don't want. I have to. So that's why what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this, sketch the board out, so that way I can just paint it and get this done. Because these gotta get done, guys. They have to get done. If I was able to do work with somebody and we were able to work as a team, I'm pretty sure our skills maybe help each other. got myself. I'm teaching myself. I'm learning with myself. I'm learning as I go. I'm learning about, I'm learning about who I want to be, what I can be, or what this can take to someone. Can this take me somewhere? Can this be something for me in my life? Can I achieve something in my lifetime goals that I've always wanted as a child? Can, can this, like a lot of questions are being asked by my own self. And as I think about doing this and doing it as a living and doing it as it's as possible, And you know what? Sometimes I do think that it is possible, but it ain't as easy as you think to be here right on that spot. Right on that spot to say, can you do this? Bam, right then and there. And you only have a certain amount of time to do it. It's not easy, folks. But I want you to encourage you all, like I said, encourage you all to keep striving for that goal. Because you know what? Even if you're throwing sticks right now or painting sticks in your portraits, in a few years, it will grow. Your mentality, your talent, no matter what it is, designing something, making something, they call it the DYE or DIYE something about taking like it's a craft thing, like like designs like they take a say they take a cup and they design the cup with different materials and different ornaments and stuff like that, and they sell them like that and come out like really nice things and like that's type of things, man. If you're into all that designs, man, I mean, don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever put yourself down. Don't ever make yourself feel low. Always keep your head above standards that is lower than what you are. Because once you start, because once you're talented, once you experience your talent and you keep going about it, there's no stopping you. There's no end to it. You can go distance, far, even if you sit there and imagine it, that imagination, once you start doing it, like, honestly, you have to think about imagine something on your sheet of paper that you want to draw. And once you do it, that's it. You're doing it. Keep going. And once the project is done, you're satisfied with what your eyes are seeing on your work, there's no telling what you could do. You could do something like this. You can do it way better than what I could do. But this video is to mainly probably to encourage you all, to encourage anybody that's watching this video that wants to feel uplifted, that why am I doing this? Or why can't I draw? Or what are the steps? What are the terms? Of what happens? Like, is there anybody out there that is feeling the way that I feel? Because I have, like, if you don't know anybody that paints like you draws, but say you tell your mom, but she has no understanding or feeling of what it's like to feel that way. Here I am telling you myself, I feel as bad right now as possible with this, with my painting. It ain't easy. And I didn't expect it to be easy. At first I did, but then when I started, I thought, this is not going to be easy. Because I don't even color pencil my own art. I do not add color to my drawings. Portraits I do, I have not ever added color pencils. I'm pretty sure it's different with graffiti because it's only letters that you're doing. It's only a color, one shade, one color of the prime thing of the think that usually everybody adds black outside, and that's it. Well, it's three-dimensional. You don't have the details and all that. Well, unless you really learn how to please. But in art, man, this is different. This is a lot different. But stay loyal to graffiti, keep painting, keep doing what you're doing, keep doing art, keep trying, never give up on anything that you do. Because right now, I'm with you. So I just wanted to let you guys know in that video that that you're not alone and keep striving for perfection. And again, I'm sorry that this video is long, but I just had to explain and to tell you guys that that you're not alone in this thing, man. Any good artist, I'm pretty sure can feel that way, the way that you do as a beginner. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and comment. Please, I need comments. I need something to answer to feel lifted also because even myself needs to be lifted. Someone to chat with and explain the videos and tell them the paintings and to teach one another, man. So in the next video, I'm gonna show you a video of me painting this stuff. So I'll chat with you guys later.